The most luxurious prisons in the world. When you think about prison, you probably picture it as a place with bars, dark hallways, bad food, and a feeling of sadness. But what if we show you something that is completely contradictory to your imagination? There are certain special prisons that have lots of nice things and facilities. Let's take a look at some of the most luxurious prison cells in the world. But hey, don't compare these with tourist destinations. And let's start. Time to visit each prison individually, of course, through this video. Holden Prison, Norway. Holden Prison's image as a decent jail isn't actually matched by the people who arrive here. There are rapists, murderers, and bad people. It's in the middle of a big forest and looks more like an expensive hotel than a tough prison. In the cells, they have nice things like a TV, a private toilet, and a shower. Prisoners even get fluffy towels, their own fridges, and big windows to see the beautiful forest. Besides their comfy rooms, they can hang out in a shared area with a TV, watch movies, and play video games. There's even a place to make music, a fancy gym, and they can take classes to learn a variety of stuff for their betterment. Germany's JVA Foolswald Prison. Did you know that Hamburg's JVA Foolswald Prison has quite a unique history? It's actually located in a former Nazi concentration camp, but you would be surprised to learn that it's not going to match with the typical prison experience. Instead of gloomy cells, this place offers swanky, comfortable ones. And forget about those old school laundry woes, they've got washing machines for the inmates, something really unique. Also, the floors there are so very clean. However, the way they handle punishment here has raised some eyebrows in the past. Critics have had their say, but above all this, the long-term prisoners who call this place home are pretty thankful for one particular feature. They've got such fancy telephone nooks where they can chat with their family members. It's a small comfort that means a lot to them. Philippines Cebu Prison. The Cebu Provincial Detention and Rehabilitation Center, a maximum security jail in the Philippines' Cebu province, was designed for the toughest Filipino criminals, but it had a bit of a problem in 2020. Even though it's meant for around 1,500 inmates, it got seriously crowded, sparking concerns about COVID-19 spreading. Now what makes it unique is how they approach rehabilitation. Inmates get to participate in singing and dancing, and they've even performed for the public. Certainly one wouldn't expect such things to show a presentation in a place like this. Sweden's Swedenulan Prison. At Swedenulan Prison, the inmates get their own private rooms with comfy beds and attached bathrooms. They've even got a cool gym to stay in shape, a kitchen to cook their meals, and a cozy spot to relax and watch TV. Another thing is the prison is doing something really good for the environment. They won an award in 2019 for having a huge green roof covered in plants. This roof helps protect the building from the sun, rain, and temperature changes. It also lets rainwater flow better and helps insects with pollination. They've got a special air recycling system and a room for sorting different types of waste. The windows here are made to keep the building comfy too. Leoben, Austria's Justice Center. In the hilly part of Austria, there's a place known as the Justice Center Leoben. People think it's one of the best prisons in the world, and some even compare it to a fancy hotel. What's special about it is that it's made for 205 people who didn't commit violent crimes. Each person has their own room, kind of like a bedroom, and it comes with a bathroom, a small kitchen, and a TV, and a big window to enjoy the beautiful view. Outside, there's a place for prisoners to play basketball, exercise in an outdoor gym, or relax in a spa. They also can just walk around and hang out with others. Indeed, it's quite a unique place. Spain's Aranjuez Prison. In Madrid, there's a special prison called Aranjuez Prison. It's unique because it's designed to let families stay together, even when one of the parents is in jail for serious crimes like murder or drug trafficking. Inside this prison, there are special rooms for families. These rooms are like fancy hotel rooms with baby beds and Disney decorations on the walls. And there's even a playground outside where kids can play. The main idea is to let young children spend time with their parents who are in prison without fully understanding that their parents are in jail. This helps the parents in jail learn how to be better parents, and it also allows the kids to bond with their parents. Prison Champ-de-Lyon, Switzerland. Back in 1977, Champ-de-Lyon Prison was built with the idea of holding only 200 people, but things got really crowded because most of the people there were waiting for their trials. Before 2011, it was a mess. The cells were jam-packed, and diseases were spreading like wildfire. Plus, they had riots happening all the time. But the scenario changed drastically. They've got a bunch of money, £32 million to be exact, in 2011. And with that cash, they made the place much nicer. Now each cell has 3 people in it, and they even have their own bathrooms. They also fixed up the outdoor areas and gave the prisoners things to do. Some people living there even say it feels more like a college dorm than a prison. Scotland's HMP Addiewell. HMP Addiewell is about helping its 700 prisoners learn useful skills. Their goal is to make sure that every person leaving the prison has something that can help them succeed in the real world. The Scottish Prison Service describes Addiewell as a learning prison. Here, inmates are encouraged to think about why they got in trouble and what caused them to end up there. During their time here, prisoners work on improving their chances of finding a job when they leave. They have to spend 40 hours a week doing what the prison calls purposeful activity. Isn't it really incredible? Such out-of-the-box thinking. Prison Bastøy, Norway. In 1982, the Bastøy prison was founded on a remote island. It's a small place, just a square mile, covered in pine trees, and it has a beautiful view of the ocean. About 100 murderers and rapists live there. Surprisingly, they get to do fun stuff like riding horses, fishing, playing tennis, and sunbathing. Instead of regular jail cells, these inmates live in cozy cottages with their own farms. The food is way better than what you'd find in British prisons. They have dishes like fish balls with white sauce and shrimp, and everything from chicken to salmon. Just imagine such dishes as meals inside a prison. Even though it's not very secure, and the people there have done terrible things, Bastøy has one of the lowest rates of criminals going back to crime in Europe, as some reports say. And our tour has reached its final destination, or let's say final prison. New Zealand's Otago Corrections Facility. So this prison is the Otago Corrections Facility in New Zealand, near Milton. It's a place for guys who have done some not so great things, but aren't super dangerous. The prison has a tall fence to keep people in, but inside they've got lots of room for the prisoners to move around and hang out. They also have a separate building with comfy rooms for the prisoners to stay in. But what's really cool and sets this prison apart is how they help these guys change their lives. They offer them a chance to learn new skills. It's like going to school in prison. You can learn stuff like carpentry, work in the hospitality industry like restaurants or hotels, and even study engineering. It's all about giving these guys a better shot at life when they get out. And that's all for now. Thanks for joining us in this video. If you found this content engaging, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking insights. And remember, your comments are invaluable to us, so please share your thoughts below. And may the wealth be with you.